Excellencies, businessmen and representatives of business, honorable ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy that today Riga has become an important capital of thought and exchange of ideas. The Rail Baltic International Forum has gathered 500 decision-makers, experts and entrepreneurs from the Baltics, Poland, Finland and other countries, with the aim of discussing one of today's most important infrastructure projects, Rail Baltica. The renewal of a standard gauge rail connection with Europe has symbolic importance for the Baltics. This will return us to the common European rail space. This project will improve the mobility opportunities of Baltic residents as full-fledged EU citizens and will ensure our complete integration into the European transportation and logistics ecosystem. Rail Baltica presents the Baltic States, together with Poland and Finland, the opportunity to put forward a common goal, while at the same time demonstrating a unified approach and a strong backbone in implementing the strategically important economic and geopolitical project. Honorable guests, when we look back at the history, we see that the construction of rail infrastructure was an important factor which stimulated rapid regional development. Today, rail construction does not mean what it once did in the traditional sense. In the 19th century, the rail technology that was created is still important today thanks to the modern way it is utilized, with close interaction with other forms of transportation, both in urban areas and elsewhere. This is shown by rail construction projects for example, in Spain, France, Japan, China, and elsewhere worldwide. We see in these successful examples that also today railway are important catalyst of economic development. They ensure connections, mobility, and transform a country's economic geography by lessening the importance of distances and facilitating the economic integration of countries and regions. Rail infrastructure helps countries strengthen their external competitiveness and facilitate exports, becoming foundations of new economic supply networks and the availability of integrated logistical services. These are but a few benefits from a long list. Together, we must utilize all the possibilities that Rail Baltica project offers to create a new economic corridor. The main precondition for this is the active involvement and work of all the sides involved, determination and a long-term vision. During today's forum, presented will be the results of the analysis of the project's expenses and benefits, which will confirm that which we have never doubted, that Rail Baltica project has a strong economic justification. It is undeniable that such a large-scale infrastructure project will be a serious impulse to the economic development of the Baltics and Poland, both in the construction and operational stage of the project. It will ensure countless macroeconomic benefits, which will substantially strengthen the economic competitiveness of the Baltic and Poland, as well as integration into the common European market. I am truly happy that the Rail Baltica project is frequently mentioned as one of Europe's priority infrastructure projects. This gives reasonable hopes to the flagship, to the countries, and consequently the parties concerned that the project will be beneficial and sustainable. The cost-benefit analysis that will be presented today strengthens confidence that also in the future the Rail Baltica project will have a priority role among other transportation infrastructure projects within the EU. Meanwhile, the countries involved in the project must continue to work proactively already today, so to minimize its cost and successfully commercialize the project. Looking back at what has been achieved, I'm very satisfied with the steps which have been taken to implement the Rail Baltica project. This includes the establishment of the RB Rail joint venture. It is the central coordinator of the project. The joint venture must continue to be strengthened. The next important task is for us to come to a common agreement on the most effective management model for Rail Baltica infrastructure. Good management is critically important for such a large-scale and important project. I am confident that the Rail Baltica project must become a symbol of pragmatic and successful cooperation between the Baltics, Poland and Finland. We must work closely together to effectively implement this generational project in a timely manner, so that later on, through free and unrestricted market principles, we integrate into European-level cargo and passengers logistics corridors, both as equal competitors and mutually complementary elements within the European supply networks. I call on the countries involved in the project to actively participate in the implementation of the project and already now begin looking into how best to utilize all the identified and potential future benefits the project will create once the region is connected once again by rail with the rest of Europe. In conclusion, I would like to again congratulate the participants of this forum in Riga from all 5 of the participating countries: Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, Poland and Finland. I am also happy to see the participation of guests from other countries who are interested in this project, who will be attending this forum today and tomorrow. There is satisfaction that during this forum in Riga we are not just discussing project matters related to each individual country, but we are also thinking about how best to maximize the project's added value in the Baltic and Polish economies, as well as Europe as a whole. I believe that this shows a certain maturity of the project and shows us the path towards the commonly defined goal in creating a modern, fast, safe and environmentally friendly rail which will connect countries with one another and create a new economic corridor. I wish you all a fruitful working session, and I hope that such an exchange of views for a more effective and determined implementation of the Rail Baltica project will become an annual tradition. Thank you.